Hello, this is Matthew Ball. I am down in Marco Island. I've been down here on vacation for a little over a week and having a great time with pontoon boat, exploring the canals, the channels, the bays that are all around Marco Island. I have figured out how to catch mangrove snapper. We have been limiting out every day. In the state of Florida, mangrove snapper, your limit is 5 per person per day. They have to be 10 inches. I have been catching a lot of 11, 12, 13, even a 14 inch here in the canals. Mangrove snapper get their name because they grow up around the mangroves. There are plenty of mangroves here in South Florida. And as juveniles, they grow up in the mangroves or around boat docks in these canals. And then when they reach a certain age, they migrate out to deeper water. People fishing the reefs out in deep water will catch mangrove snapper that get larger. But inland here in the canals, to catch a really 12 to 13 inch is a great snapper. A lot of people say mangrove snapper are the best tasting snapper of all the snappers in the Gulf. We've been eating them all week long. I've been eating them sashimi, been eating them fried, blackened. They are just outstanding. Here are some pictures of the fish we've been catching. Again, we've been limiting out every day. I've got so much fish in the refrigerator. We're fixing to have a big fish fry on one of the last nights before some of the family goes back north. And these are some really nice mangrove snapper to not be offshore. We're catching these right inshore in the canals, in the bays, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Very easy to catch if you know what you're doing. I've learned this trial and error, basically. The most important thing is the tide, the movement of the water. As the tide's coming in or the tide's going out, as it's moving, it's a great time to catch them. If it's what they call slack tide, which is just either side of high or low tide, when the water is not moving, you might as well give it up, go swimming, go back to the house, grill something to eat, have lunch or breakfast, because you are probably not going to catch any fish. Also, bait is very, very important. Mangrove snapper love live shrimp. Big mangrove snapper love live shrimp. The problem is little mangrove snapper love live shrimp. And so when we started off using live shrimp, we were getting picked to death. Every cast you were getting a hit, but they were stealing the shrimp right and left. So we moved to frozen shrimp. Found out that they love frozen shrimp as well. We were cutting it into pieces, putting that on our hook. But again, the problem is everything that swims in these waters loves shrimp. So we were catching little tiny mangrove snapper, we were catching pinfish, we were catching catfish. So I found a little secret. I started using cut squid. Cut squid. Beautiful thing about cut squid is it's already cut up in strips, so you don't have to, it's not messy like buying whole squid and then you got ink and just slime and mess. These are cut into pieces already, and so it's very easy to use a pair of scissors, cut these into little cubes and put those on a circle hook. And the beauty of the cut squid is they stay on. I've caught 2 or 3, 4 snapper on one piece of cut squid, whereas using shrimp, they were picking me to death. Here's the rig I'm using. I've got a 1/2 ounce sliding weight on my braid. I have a bead that is protecting the weight from slamming against the knot that is on the barrel swivel. So I'm tying my braid to one end of the barrel swivel. Other end of the barrel swivel is fluorocarbon. I'll show you that. Just using 15-pound Yozuri fluorocarbon leader. And I've got about a 3-foot fluorocarbon leader. On the end is a number 6 either bait, holder, hook. I prefer circle hooks. I'm just out of them. We have used so many of them the last couple days, but I would use a number 6 circle hook. The most important thing I've found is the movement of the water. Doesn't matter what time of day it is, doesn't matter if it's sunny or cloudy. I've caught them early in the morning. I've limited out at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon with the sun beaming down. What's much more important than those factors is the movement of the water. You have to look at the tides. So look up online, get you a tide chart for whatever area you're fishing in. It will tell you the times of the day and night when it's high tide and low tide. There has to be movement of the water. You have to position your boat in such a way that your bait is flowing into the dock. And I'll show you that in just a moment. Okay, so this is an area caught a lot of fish the other day. Again, the current is moving this direction. So I'm going to tie my boat, anchor my boat up here upstream. That'll put the back of the boat right in front of those docks where we can cast off the back of the boat, and the current will take our bait right up next to the docks. I'll show you in just a moment how we'll position the boat. Okay, so I've anchored the front of the boat up here, up current. The current is flowing this direction, which puts the back of the boat right in front of those docks where we want to fish. So the current will take our bait right into those docks, just as close as we want to get our bait to the docks. The docks are what hold the snapper. All right, I'm using a circle hook, just putting a small piece of the cut squid on my circle hook, just like that, and we're going to cast. So, just going to cast right up there near the dock. And again, the current is taking the bait right up next to those docks. We'll set it. Once they take it, you pretty much just pull back, which I did. And that is how easy it is to catch a mangrove snapper. This feels like a pretty good one. Feels like a keeper. Have to be 10 inches to keep. This one feels a little bigger than that. Oh yeah, that's a good snapper. That's about a 12 incher. Great eating. Best eating in the Gulf of Mexico.